Hey, it's Ben. Going to do a quick update on Lendconnect, LoopX, and Thorncoin. On Lendconnect, and maybe we'll dive a little bit deeper because they've had quite a bit going on recently, maybe tomorrow or the day after. When you log in, they've got a terms and conditions now. Read through it on your own. They've got some clarifications and details everyone should read. Nothing in particular that really stands out, but understanding your risks, right? This isn't a bank. It's not federally insured. There's no obligations for deposits. It's an involve investment risk. I thought I said involves. Yeah, we can possibly lose principal. All right, so go through this on your own. Acknowledge, accept, and let's just take a look at what's going on in the back office here. This is the end of these bigger bars. This is their daily interest, and they're paying what, 5%. Here's what it's been after. Since then, it's been at least somewhere between 1% and 2%, it looks like, or 1.5%. Yeah, 1.5% and 2%. So pretty good. I've continued to be paid, and let's see my lending wallet here. Wallets lending. There we go. I've got a balance of $429. If you remember, before we went ahead and hit the auto reinvest button, and of course that doesn't work unless you've got at least $10. So every time my balance reaches $10, it auto reinvests, and we'll see what happens in the end if we can actually pull this stuff out. And you can see right here, here's the whole history. All right, as soon as the balance builds up to $10 or more, it auto reinvests. So that's been happening. Page 2. Yep, pretty cool. And let's see, auto reinvest $286, auto reinvest 100% of that. Yeah, so far it's been working. Of course, LCT, the price has dropped quite a bit. It peaked around $40, and now it's down to $1 or so. And of course, that happens when Bitcoin takes a beating in the crash it's had. We talked about that previously as well. So we'll stand by and take a look at what happens here. There's been a lot of updates on their Telegram, so sign up for their Telegram and take a look, because they're pretty proactive at giving everyone pretty good details. And one thing I wanted to point out for sure, they're going to delist themselves from any external exchange. And let's see, that was on the February 2nd they let us know, and then they told us it was going to be 11 days before they did that. So by my calendar, what are we at? I think February 13th they're going to be delisted. So if you have coin on Coin Exchange, they're going to be delisted. I'm assuming after they delist, you'll still be able to pull your coin out. It just won't be able to trade it. I'm going to pull my coin out well before then. I'll probably put it in my Ether wallet, or as we talked about before, Mist, or Ethereum, the Ethereum wallet we showed on the previous video. Let's see, do I have it up here? Yeah. I will probably bring it over, and it doesn't want to move. There we go. I'll bring it over here into this wallet I have. You guys use whatever you want. Make sure it's secure. Get your LCT off the exchange, and I think it's a good move on their part. They're kind of taking back their coin, right? Taking back their platform. All the volume would be in one place, so if there's a volume issue, you don't want to be splitting that volume between 2 or 3 different exchanges outside of your internal exchange. We want to have maximum volume co-located. Big sell orders won't affect the market that much. I don't know about that, but we'll see. And of course, they'll be on their internal exchange, which has been built from scratch. Again, scroll through. There's been quite a few updates. See if we point out anything else here that's important. Here's the terms and conditions. If you want to see those after you hit OK, you can go to their Telegram and see them there. Help desk information. Hey, look at this. Great, giving us updates on when they're going to do maintenance. They've continued to do that pretty well. What else do we have? Breaking news. Yes, we know Devore took a good beating. We didn't talk about that much, but they really stiffed everybody on loans. I think they peaked around $180, and they're recently down below 50 cents, 10 cents. And then they gave everyone back their capital release in Devore tokens, which are worthless, that you can't sell. So people are talking about them exit scamming. Now, I don't know if it's exit scamming. They certainly screwed everybody on their capital release. People that lent at the beginning, I think I went back and looked, they would have at least made back their initial investment, if not a little bit more, in dividend if they continue to withdraw. But their capital that was released is worthless. So they address that here. And then they've got this big, long update you should read through or pause as I'm scrolling through it. They talk about the price. This was a couple days ago, saying it was at $2. They think it's undervalued, and they think it's going to go up quite a bit here. And I think it will too once they get their internal exchange ramped up. What else? Yeah, everything's built from scratch. Of course, that takes time, and you can tell from their website that they aren't using templates, and they've actually done a good job so far of doing everything that they said they would. Once the internal exchange is launched, it'll be even simpler to use Lendconnect, and I think this will drive more volume, because right now, to use Lendconnect, or at least lend with them, and use their auto reinvest feature, which nobody else has right now, linked to their your original lending contract, people have to go sign up on Coin Exchange, they have to buy tokens, they have to send it over to Lendconnect. People keep forgetting, and I guess I'll review this real quick. Well, it's Ethereum LCT. Right now, until their internal exchange is open, you need to have a minimum balance of 0.005 Ether before you send your LCT token over to Lend. If you don't have this in your wallet, you aren't going to see your Lendconnect tokens show up. So yeah, that's another difficulty that, or a loop it throws for people, that you've got to send your tokens over, you have to have Ethereum sitting there, and it's confusing, and people don't always read all the instructions and get frustrated. So this will really streamline everything. What else do we have? Yeah, so it'll be #1 lending platform. On and on and on. Don't be frightened by the current state of affairs. Yeah, Bitcoin's going to come up. The rest of the market's going to come up eventually. It's just a matter of how long. And of course, after BitConnect scammed, these lending platforms have a bad rap. So we'll see what happens. Here's a screenshot of their internal exchange. Looks pretty typical, and it looks like they're getting pretty close. What else? Yeah, here we go. We know that we're trading for, oh wow, 30 cents on Ether Delta. I don't think I noticed that before. In 3 weeks, they plan to recover back to $40. That's pretty ambitious, but hey, if they think they can make it happen, and it does, I think we'll all be ecstatic. Man, if that happens, go buy freaking Lendconnect at 30 cents right now. I will, is that really going to happen? Who knows? Do I think it'll go up from $1, where it's at right now, to something higher once the internal exchange opens? Sure. If it's still trading at 30 cents on Ether Delta, could you send it over to Coin Exchange and sell it for $1? Yeah, you'd make 3 times your investment immediately. So I have no idea what the volume is on Ether Delta for this coin, but that's kind of interesting. Staking feature is going to open up soon, so we'll stay tuned and see what happens with that. And yeah, anyways, there's a lot there. Either go there, Telegram, or pause the video as I'm scrolling through stuff, and you can read it for yourself. I think that's about it for Lendconnect. Let's go to LoopX. So LoopX, we talked about our last video. I'm still waiting to get my coin moved over to take advantage of this promotion that we discussed. Right? If you send Ethereum or Bitcoin over, they're gonna lock you into your lending term, and for the first week, these promotional rates, which are pretty high, I think we did the math, is what, 35, maybe even 40% with this special day on Thursday, that you'll get returned in 1 week, and they're paying in Bitcoin. So I missed out on the ICO. One of our guys on our team didn't. He's going to wait and lend when lending opens for those who got in the ICO. I'm going to get in on this and see if it's a big giant scam, or if they really pay out in Bitcoin and I can withdraw it. You can decide for yourself what you want to do. I'm not telling you what you should do, but you can put in some coin when I'm putting it in and take advantage of this promotional period. You can stand back and watch and see if I get screwed or not. If I don't, when their internal exchange opens at the end of this week, you can try and get in and buy some coin and start lending, which you'll still be able to pay out in BTC for the first 30. You will be paid out in BTC for the first 30 days for that loan, which is pretty good news. Or you can sit there and do nothing. Entirely up to you. I'm going to put a little bit in, and you guys can watch and see what happens to me. When I log into their system here and I click on wallet, there still is no wallet address. So I'm assuming they're going to open that up tomorrow, Friday. So tomorrow we'll give this another shot. If I'm able to lend, we'll record it, show you the steps to do it. It shouldn't be too hard. And then we can wait and see what happens from there. With regards to their people got in during their ICO, and let's see if I'm remembering correctly. I'm pulling up their Telegram. Here we go. LoopX. 16 hours before LoopX starts its program, and I think they address those that got in for the ICO. Yeah, 8% for the first day. I'm not seeing it here. Maybe it was on their Twitter. Yeah, here it is. For ICO investors, the lending with LoopX will start on 2/16. So February 16th, if you got in during the ICO, you can start lending, and of course you get paid out in Bitcoin. And interesting point, somebody, I guess it wasn't LoopX, listed LoopX on Ether Delta. So you can see it trading here. There's not a whole lot of volume, but let's see, 0.0018 Ether, that's $1.43. If we go back to their white paper, since I don't have the best memory, round 5 of their ICO finished at $1.30. So it is reassuring to see that in some semblance of a free market, non-manipulated exchange, external exchange, right now the coin is trading at a higher price than the last round of their ICO. So, you know, that's reassuring. If you really wanted some LoopX before their internal exchange opens and you think their price is going to go up, you could try and go buy some on Ether Delta. Am I going to do that? No. If it's something you wanted to play with, here's a place you might be able to do it. I don't think LoopX can delist themselves here. So Lendconnect is able to delist themselves. Ether Delta, on Ether Delta LoopX, I don't think they can. So this might sit here. Who knows what will happen? Maybe all the volume will move over to their internal exchange anyways. And last up, Thorncoin. So Thorncoin, let's see here, staking. And they had some updates on their Telegram. And we talked about how these lending platforms are going to rebrand themselves, and it's inevitable. They have to. Thorncoin has already started. So they said, yeah, they delayed their lending. This was back on February 3rd and February 7th. They said, hey, we've gotten a lot of emails on how we're going to move forward. They're consulting with their legal team, and then today, this update, so everything that's happened in the lending space for the last few weeks, we'll be rebranding our platform from lending and staking to staking, staking and staking. Well, staking and long-term staking to ensure the sustainability of our platform and for the protection of our members. We'll launch a promo version of our long-term staking by tomorrow. We know some people are not happy with the delay, but we will not launch our platform until we know everything is in place. So we'd shown how to stake on our previous Thorncoin video. Not too hard. Log in your system, go here, type in how much Thorn you want to stake, hit I'm not a robot, and place stake. And you can see that our first staking contract ends tomorrow, February 9th. Yeah, someone had asked in the comments, why not stake at all? Yeah, I don't know. For me, maybe I should have, right? 12% per month, that works out to about 2.4% a week. So 2.4% of 500 coins that I staked is 12, and it looks like I should get that tomorrow. Maybe I should have, and I didn't. You know, I've had some bad experience with staking in the past where it wasn't done on a website, but on a desktop wallet, and having issues gaining access to that coin with some issues with those wallets syncing back to the blockchain, and not actually able to do anything with it. And it was, I don't know, I figured their internal exchange was going to open soon. It wasn't going to be a big deal, but if I wanted to maximize my my profit here from the staking, I probably should have done the whole lot. So yeah, maybe a mistake on my part. I'm not too upset about it. We'll see what happens tomorrow with their long-term staking, or exactly what they roll out. Now, I had mentioned before that I have a little bit of an issue with how Thorncoin was explaining their staking being something you tied up for 7 days. That kind of sounds like a lending platform to me, right? Instead of being tied up for 30 days or 240 days or 90 days and getting a certain percent per day, here you're tying up your coin for 7 days, at least for what I think will be what they'll brand as their short-term staking. You'll get the equivalent of 12% a month or 2.4% a week. So this is really a 7% or a 7-day loan with a return rate of 2.4% a week, paid out weekly. Is there anything wrong with that? No. I think that's great. In fact, I think it's more sustainable than what these lending platforms are selling in the past. I'm assuming whatever they call their long-term staking will be, instead of 7 days, it might be 14 or 30 days, and it'll be a higher percent, right? Again, that sounds a lot like lending. But they have to call it something else, probably to get people interested in this stuff and investing in it, because lending, quote-unquote, platforms have a bad image right now. Staking is something that's been around since the beginning of these cryptocurrencies for the most part. And people are familiar with it and they're not scared of it. Is it still lending? It seems like it to me. There is a distinct difference between at least my definition of staking and how Thorncoin's rolling it on their website. And we'll talk about that in our staking video. Staking or proof of stake coins are supposed to have a purpose behind them in order to secure the network, as opposed to mining. specific coins, for example, Ethereum have proof of stake or proof of stake coin staking behind them, and it's a way to verify transactions. And if transactions are verified in a malicious manner trying to fraud the network, whatever coins are put up for stake are then disqualified and taken from you and forfeit. So that's I guess a short description of what I'll go into depth here shortly with our staking video. Clearly, if I'm staking on Thorncoin's website, that security to the network, or the analogy to mining, staking or proof of stake, isn't occurring, I don't think. Who knows what they're doing in the back end. That's why typically staking is done with a wallet that you download to your desktop, and Thorncoin's going to release that soon. Anyways, rambling on and on. We'll see what they end up doing. I think it's just a different term lending program that they're calling staking, and they're going to have a short term, which will probably be this, and a long-term version, which we will get some info on tomorrow. Tomorrow, when LoopX opens up their lending, hopefully I will get this wallet address and get some coin moved over and show you guys how to do it. All right, that's it for now. Take care. Please subscribe, thumbs up, give us some comments, tell us what you want to see.